This video was recorded with the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable. Skip it up and that up! What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of ReviewTechUSA, and what a cute baby! Oh, ooh, oh my. So I got two shoutouts for this video. The comedy picture was actually sent to me from Larry Bundy Jr. on YouTube. I'm sure a lot of you guys know him, aka Guru Larry, aka formerly known as Screw Attack Europe. And I have some other interesting news. I totally forgot to mention the other three videos I posted today. I'm starting a podcast with him. We're actually recording our first podcast this Friday. I got to iron out some of the details with him, but I'm really excited about that, and I just got so busy with making the videos. I wanted to mention it in the first one, but I totally slipped my mind. So yeah, that's pretty insanely friggin' epic, and I'm looking forward to it because Larry's an awesome guy, and he definitely knows his stuff about gaming, so I think it's going to be a cool podcast. Once I know the details, which I have to iron out with him like tomorrow or Wednesday, I'll post where you can listen to the podcast. I'm going to probably upload it to YouTube as well. But I think we're going to post it up on iTunes also. So once I figure it out, I'll let you guys know. So today's shout out comes out of left field. It goes to YouTuber KnightV777. And I was actually going to do another news video, but this article really caught my eye, and you'll see why in a second. The place now, Amazon.com had a poll for next-gen consoles, the PS4 versus the Xbox One. And here's how it ended. Well, one, it ended early, which I'm scratching my head why they would do that, no matter how lopsided it was. But the PS4 grabbed 95% of consumer votes, and the Xbox One only got 5%. Now, how many people voted? There was people for the PS4, there was 38,984 votes in favor of the PS4. The Xbox One only got 2,162. Ooh, Steve Ballmer's butt cheeks must be red slapped, and he must be sore right now. Okay, so first off, they ended the poll early. Why they did that, I don't know. Maybe they thought someone was hacking. Maybe someone was. You know, even though I know the PS4 is looked at much more favorably at the moment, maybe someone did hack and they were botting the votes. I don't know. That could be it. Maybe Microsoft was doing damage control. Maybe, Amazon is in, they're getting paid by Microsoft, and, the upper management was like, yo, stop this. It looks terrible. Whatever the case may be, Microsoft got their ass handed to them in this poll. Now, what does this represent? Now, is the Xbox One going to be a miserable failure? I don't think I know a lot of people are going to say, yeah, it is. We don't know yet. But what it represents is that the consumer does not like being dictated to. And I've said this probably 60 times in the past week. I get it, Microsoft. We know what the future is. The future for both Sony, Microsoft, and even Nintendo is going to be digital distribution. Not that I want it to happen, but that's the reality of it. And I know that the corporations want it to happen because it means more money in their pocket, because it indirectly, or directly, if you want to say, kills off the used gaming market, or used game market, I mean to say. But what this poll is showing is that they don't want to be force-fed, Microsoft. They don't want this. They don't want the DRM and the digital distribution and having their system, not having the Xbox One not feel like they own it. Basically, what the Xbox One is going to feel like is a device that you rent like a cable box. And the consumer, especially with the 24-hour check-in, is going to feel like a leash. It feels like, their dog's being walked around and Steve Ballmer is yanking him every time he doesn't want him to do something. It's funny how Major Nelson tried to damage control that, and how he was asked a question with his bear hat on, which made him look terrible, like I mentioned in another video. And the question he was asked is, how does the 24-hour check-in benefit the consumer? What does it do for me? And of course, he had an answer saying, oh, that's we could sync up all your games. So if you're away somewhere or on another Xbox One, your games are all uploaded to the cloud and you could download them and play them anywhere you are. Okay, Major Nelson, lovely. So why the fuck, if it's just to benefit the consumer, you dickwad, why is it that if you don't check in every 24 hours, the system is a brick? You can't play your games online. Why? What is the point? If it's just a benefit to the consumer, why do you disable certain features of the system if it can't access the internet once every 24 hours? It's a security feature. It's DRM. It's checking to make sure you don't have any unlicensed games or whatever on there. It's not to benefit the consumer. It's to cover your ass and make the shareholders happy. The only people that get hard over once every 24-hour check-ins and DRM are old men who wear suits who want to make sure their pockets stay lined. Now, I know a lot of people are sending me articles saying that Sony is confirming that none of their games are allowed to have DRM, and you know, they're talking to GameStop to make sure that they don't carry games that have DRM, and a whole bunch of, I'm not quoting exactly, there might be a tad of misinformation in there, but they're like really sticking to their guns about the whole anti-DRM thing. And Adam Sessler had a video up saying why you shouldn't pre-order any next-gen console at the moment. And I kind of disagree somewhat, especially because you could pre-order one for, first of all, you could cancel it. And secondly, you could pre-order them for like $25 if you could even pre-order either of them. They may be sold out everywhere. But I still have said this before, and I'm going to say it again. And I have to give a reality check here. I don't care what Sony's saying in these articles and what Sony's talking to GameStop about and so on and so forth. If there's a major release like Destiny, and I'm not saying it's going to have DRM, but if there's a major release like Destiny and Activision's going to have DRM on the Xbox One, and it's not coming to the Wii U, but if it was, and it's going to have it on the Wii U, I promise you that Sony's going to let that blockbuster AAA game go on their system. And say Activision's like, either you have DRM or you're not getting Destiny. Guess what it's going to have on the PS4? It's going to have DRM. All right, Sony's a business. They need to make a profit. I don't care what they're saying right now. I mean, I'm glad that they're not really enforcing DRM and shoving it down people's throats like Microsoft is. And that pro-consumer approach they have right now was reflected in that poll that Amazon.com ran. But you also have to be realistic, people. You can't live in a fantasy world and think that Sony's going to just, give you a hug and stick up for your rights, because they care more about you than money. No corporation's going to do that for you. I just need to give you a reality check. Anyway, folks, make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you have an interesting news story you would like me to discuss, private message me with a link via YouTube. And if I use your news article, I will give you a shout out in the video and feature your YouTube channel in the description. Have a good one.